complex medical conditions, consultant for various nutraceutical companies, etc. His methodology integrates a rigorous scientific framework with advanced biomechanical principles, evidence based exercise modalities, and nuances nutritional strategies. By conducting high impact seminars and workshops, he disseminates cutting edge insights that foster a paradigm shift in holistic health and fitness. Sanket Sir's distinguished appointments and credentials are Managing Director, Espota Fitness Training Academy India, former Director and Promoter, Transform Fitness Training Academy Pan India, Faculty Lecturer, International Yoga Alliance, Celebrity Fitness Consultant and renowned sports nutritionist. Sir is a fitness and nutrition consultant to Mr. Raj Thackeray, fitness advisor, Maharashtra Police Training Center, India, promoter, HBN Life Sciences. Sir, we are glad and honored to have you for today's session on the secret to a lean physique, effective fat loss, and the dangers of fad and online diets. Over to you, Sanket sir.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am, so much. Nikita, I am really, really honored. I want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity. My dearest friend Rahul Shetty for taking the initiative and making this seminar happen. My respected all the faculties, students of Lala Lajpat Rai College, Vivek College, and others. Thank you so much for being here. Today's topic, as Manisha ma'am just now discussed about, is about becoming lean. And after that, getting the right fat loss guidance and the nutrition and exercise. So, guys, a very important terminology which nowadays most of us are missing that is called as fitness. When we talk of a word fitness, your lean body, fat loss, muscle mass retention, good shape to the body, good health, everything comes under it. So, my motive for the entire seminar is to focus on one goal that is called as fitness. Once you maintain fitness, everything is covered up. All right. So, as the today's topic suggests, uh, the first heading I can see the secret to a lean physique. It is one of the important aspects and one of the most searched Google results nowadays. How to become lean. For those who can't understand the meaning and the difference between becoming lean and becoming slim, you should know there is a big difference, guys. When
Before Sanket, sorry to interrupt. Before you begin, we have a principal, ma'am. We all were eagerly waiting for you because you happen to be our alumnus also. So I request ma'am to kindly take over. Ma'am has just joined in. Yes. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, yes, very good morning to all of you, and welcome to the second session of this program. And I'm very glad that you are on the board, our alumni. I'm proud about that. And I have heard, I missed on hearing on Manisha ma'am what she said. But I'm sure yes,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much, ma'am, for being here
Yes, and
and letting it happen. Thank you so much.
this is a very important topic which we are
Yeah,
talking about. You carry on. I will chip in the end, and I'll kind of give my thought process. I'll give my thought, whatever I feel about it later on. Okay, so carry on.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah, so continuing towards the lean body, when we talk about lean, again, I'll repeat, there is a big difference between becoming lean and becoming slim. So when we talk about leanness, if you see the word lean in the dictionary, it will clearly say that without or very less fat. So when we talk about a person who is lean, he or she has very less fats in the body. A person is fat free. And when we talk about becoming slim, the person is either underweight or person is skinny, person is thin. The body shape is not pretty attractive because that is mostly underweight. So our target has to be always becoming lean. If a person is overweight and wants to reduce weight, he will have definitely two ways, becoming slim or becoming lean. So always remember, we should be having a target of becoming lean. As I just now said, becoming lean is a process where body has least of fats. So there comes a very, very, very important topic, guys, that most of the people just get tired searching and getting it to the results. That is called as fat loss. Understood? How to lose fats. So, before going towards it, for those people who still haven't understood the difference between what is leanness and what is slim, Anuja, I'll just request you to play the slides. Anuja, are you there? Yeah, correct. So, Anuja,
Yes, sir. So just let me know on which slide I have to stop. So accordingly,
the one slide that you had opened just now,
okay, sir.
page number 3. So, if you see this person, he is slim. He cannot be lean because the person looks underweight. When we are overweight, are we going to want to be like him? No, we will definitely don't want. So, Anuja, please play next slide. Now you can see the difference. This is called as lean. A person is definitely looking slim here, but he or she is in the shape. There are muscles. There are very, very less amount of fats. Always remember, wherever you can pinch on your skin, wherever you can pinch on the skin, they are fats. So it is the best indicator. You can pinch your chin, there is double chin. You can pinch on your cheeks. Some people can pinch on your thighs, on their stomach. There is fat. So you always should have a target of cutting that fat down. Understood? So this was a visual difference between slim, skinny, underweight person and a lean person. Understood? So now the question comes that how to lose fats. Suppose a person has flabby skin. There are fats in the body. And if I want to lose my fats, then how do I do that? I'll just request and urge all of the students who are present here and trying to silently get the knowledge. I'll ask all of you to be little bit active, responsive, and exchange the thoughts so that you can understand better and I can also understand what is your need. So Rahul, can you please request the people present in the meeting to be
Yes,
active,
yes,
please?
yes, yes.
My question was,
Yes, can we
my
interact through the messages, or can we have their videos on? Because I feel
videos,
students.
why I don't understand why people are hesitating to put the videos on. It is just
Yes,
your face which you are showing, right? And it becomes interactive. So I'll please ask all the faculties who are in the college and who are at the places where the video call can be possible, please put on the cameras. Otherwise, it won't be an interactive session, right?
fine, fine, fine. Okay, requesting all the students, you please ensure that you keep your videos on so that we have an interactive session.
Yeah, Professor Mayur Shah,
Yes,
Maya Hande, welcome,
most of
welcome
them
now.
have kept it on.
Please, please. And give any cases. You're not going to be getting marks out of it. So my question was, how do we lose fats? Anyone, even if your question, even if your answer to the question is wrong, it doesn't matter. The question is, how do we lose fats? There are so many ways. You must have come across. Many of you have already tried, I know, but didn't get the results. Someone wrote cutting of carbs. Not bad. All right. Anyone else? Someone has written cutting of carbs. One answer I got walking. All right. While you are typing and actively participating, my question again, how do we lose fats? Yes, more answers. Any guesses? Proper diet. All right. Eating right. Calorie deficit. Doing physical activities. Calorie deficit is a very good point. I need to talk on it. Someone wrote it. Someone wrote exercising. Again, calorie deficit. Very nice. People seem to be reading a lot on Google by doing exercises. All right. Those for those who have written the specific diet or cutting down the carbs or calorie deficiency. For them, I'll just ask any particular diet you came across and you want to just talk about, or you want to just pinpoint that diet. Fasting, not bad. Not bad doesn't mean it is good, huh? You're closer to the answer. Fasting, no sugar. Very nice. Intermediate fasting, not it is intermediate, it is intermittent.
Intermittent.
Intermittent fasting. Few more guesses. You have covered exercising, someone covered dieting. Anything else? All right, no problem. So, many of you given guesses which are partially right and partially wrong. It is not 100% right. But the person who had, or I think two, three people had written about calorie deficiency. I need to talk on it. I need to talk on it. So before that, I'll just uh, ask you to think on, have you ever thought human body is same? The anatomy, the muscular system, the skeletal system are same for everyone. That can be male or female, any gender you take. The anatomy is almost same. But if you see, why are there so many theories which are contradictory? When the human body is same, then why are the theories different and that too contradictory opposite to each other? This is a very important topic to be thought upon. I will ask you again and again to seriously give your next 30 minutes so that for lifetime you can understand and fit your in your brain that how fat loss happens. It is very serious and important topic that people have majorly misunderstood. Mind my words very sincerely. I'll request you because why I'm getting different opinions from your end because most of the data is fed on the internet, social media. Do you know recently, uh, uh, Anuja, just play the slide number 6. Yeah, thank you. slide number 6, the earlier than this, I said. All right. So recently, if you see, I happened to see a news on our national TV that a young girl who was just 18, she died because of a social media diet. This is a very important issue. All of you keep on going on Instagram, social media, YouTube, and there are so many shorts and reels that we keep on scrolling up. And we definitely happen to see one video out of 10 which is related to exercise and diet. And according to we professionals, there are 7 to 8 videos out of 10 are wrong. They are false. They are non-scientific. So one young girl in Kerala, she died because of diet she followed on social media. She went on a drastic liquid diet, which was suggested by a social media influencer, and because of which she died. What is this happening? What is that scenario called? People generally follow diet to make their lives better. But here, this girl had to surrender her life for the diet. She went on liquid diet. She kept following it for 2 to 3 months and she lost her life. This is what is happening when you follow the half information from the internet. It was rightly said once that half information is more dangerous than no information. Half knowledge is always worse than no knowledge. So this is what is happening right now. One more thing before going to fat loss and how to achieve it, I just want to make an eye opener in front of you. Anuja, next slide, please. Anuja, are you with me? Next slide.
Yes, sir. Is this one or the previous one?
Anuja, the one which you had played, I just asked you to put the next slide on. You have come much far.
Okay. I guess it was
Social media and fat
migraine.
diets. Okay, next to it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anuja. So in this, if you see the slide, I recently happened to see this video on YouTube. In this, they are claiming to lose the belly fat in one night or one day. You can see on the screen, and it was a very renowned channel, Bright Side or something. I used to follow that channel for daily hacks or something, how to maintain your car, and for such thing, the channel used to show good videos. But I really got surprised when I happened to see this video where it is writing how to lose belly fat in one night or one day. Yeah, it is one night. So even after seeing such kind of videos, people should not be following. But the worst case scenario is happening. The video has 4 crore views, guys, and it has 3.5 lakhs likes. I don't know where people are traveling. And when we like the video, when we get the results, it is simply impossible to get results in one night. If I ask you that I'll give you a bachelor's degree in one day or 7 days, will you trust me? Definitely not. You will start laughing. But this scenario is happening where people are liking the video for losing belly fat in a day. This is very, very serious issue. So you should not be falling for the trap of this. Next slide, Anuja. One more next. Yeah, thank you. So the question comes that how we lose fats. Someone rightly said just now that was a calorie deficiency. So in this caloric deficiency, you have to see a simple calculation which I have mentioned on the screen. Anuja, next slide, please. Yes. See, I tell you, when it comes to losing weight or losing fats, there comes a simple calculation in the body that is called as positive caloric deficiency. On an average male, a person requires around 1500 calories for a day. So if you are feeling these terms are little scientific, what are they? When we talk about a word calorie is nothing but just a medium to measure energy in human body. This is the source of energy for human body. If I talk about vehicles, if I talk about cars, the car runs on what medium or source of energy? It runs on the fuel. That could be petrol, that could be diesel, that could be gas, or that could be electricity nowadays. So when we talk about the energy medium or energy currency for the human body, that is considered to be in the form of calories. Simple funda, I eat food, so I have consumed calories. Understood? I have got the energy. If I do exertion, if I exercise, I have used the energy, I have used the calories. So, on an average, for a male, daily caloric requirement is 1500, and for a female, that is 1200 calories, or also called as actually kilocalories. Calories is a short form. So, these calories are burnt without doing anything. This is how we are blessed, and this is how we can generally maintain our natural regular weight. Say an example. Right now, I am not doing anything, sitting idle in front of you, but my respiratory cardiovascular system, my lungs, my breathing, my heart pumping, heart beating, my digestive system, my reproductive organs, everything is working 24/7 without my orders, without my intentions. I can't stop them, I can start them. That happens automatically. For these things to happen in the body continuously, body needs energy. Where does this energy come from? From the calories that we eat. Understood? So again, on an average, a person needs 1500 calories in a day. So a very natural math calculation, which I have presented in front of you on the screen. If a person is requiring 1500 and eating only 1200, then how much you can see the gap? That is 300. 300 is going to be weight loss. Simple calculation. You eat lesser than what is your requirement, you will end up losing your weight, right? To make it more simple, for my afternoon meal, my requirement of the carbohydrates is 100 grams. After eating 100 grams quantity of the carbohydrates, I feel satisfied. But I undereat. Then naturally I'm going to lose weight. But but that will lead to muscle loss. For those who had written caloric deficiency, they are very close to the answer, but they are half correct, half wrong. Because if you do the calorie deficiency, that means if you undereat, then there is no rocket science. You are going to end up losing weight. But that is in the sense of muscle loss. And this is how internet diets are giving you the results. It is very, very important. Many of the diets are there. The topic, today's topic, when I was discussing with Rahul, he just asked me, Sankit, if we can take some different topic where people are generally concerned that the knowledge and information given on the internet is right or wrong. See, if you type both the things, good effects of the milk, if you type side effects of the milk, you are going to get answers for both of them. Then, as a layperson, on which result are you going to trust? We professionals get to know that this is right, this is wrong. You can right now also, after this seminar, you can just type on the Google, is soya good? Soya good, soy good, and the other thing is soy bad. You will see different results, and that too from good websites. So what to believe exactly? This is how you are becoming a victim of internet. So guys, I'll just urge you, please do not depend on the internet, especially social media platforms. People who are not educated, who are not certified, they are just bluntly giving the videos, information. And the tendency from our childhood is what? Whatever we see on the screen or on the TV is right. Because that person is a public figure. So we think automatically that whatever is given, something right must be there. So we automatically try to follow it. But this is how people get ending up the results. And it is very, very bad when muscle loss happens in the body. You become slim, you don't become lean. When muscle loss happens in the body, initially a person is naturally going to shrink the body weight. A person is suppose 90 kilograms and 20 kilograms overweight. He will naturally shrink. But the side effects after years, person can have TB, person can have hair loss that is irreversible. Then Sira, you will have to go for transplant. The person will have to again will be having consequences like hair fall, hair graying, skin issues, hormonal imbalances, PCOS, PCOD, impotency there can be. These things can occur. But as I have been telling from the slide one, always keep a focus of becoming lean. That means maintain the muscle mass that you have. I am not telling you to build your muscles. Bodybuilding, I'm not saying. For both men and women, muscle mass that you have must be retained. But if you undereat, naturally, when you fall sick, if you're not well, people with dengue or fever, malaria, they tend to eat lesser, and at the end, they lose their weight because they have undereaten. But this is not a rocket science. What challenge is and what the good result is becoming lean. Becoming lean scientifically again, ideally, a male should have 15% of fats, 15%, 1 5, and female should have 20% of fats. So that means remaining are muscles. If this ratio you carry 15% of fats and 20% of in females, in males 50% fats, 15%, females 20%. If you have this proportion of the fat percentage, which is very less, then whatever clothes you wear, even if you wear clothes or not, you are going to look best in the shape. Trust me. If boys they have 15% of fats and girls or ladies they have 20% of fats, even if you open your wardrobe and get your old clothes, they are tight or they are loose, but your body itself has a good shape because your body is lean, then you are going to appear in the best shape of yours. Trust me. And for this, under eating, which is generally suggested by these fad diets, that was the topic we had discussed about fad diets. The word fad diets actually means, there used to be so many fads and the trends of the fashions. The fashion keeps on changing because it is a fad. There is a fad of fashion, there is a fad of music. Just like that, there is a fad of diets. The diet which does not prolong for more time or which cannot be sustained for lifetime, that is called as fad diet. Also, the diets which are not scientifically proven, which are not scientifically approved, and which are not a part of curriculum and the syllabus of dietetics, nutritionists, and MBBS. Those diets are non-scientific. They are not approved and neither they are proven. These diets are called as fat diets. But unfortunately, when you go on the internet, you will end up seeing these diets only because they give you the fastest results. And for your body, which give you fastest results, generally it spoils your health. Remember, these diets will give you information which is very quick to be followed and which will prioritize your fitness, not fitness, which will prioritize your results and not prioritize your health at all. I told you if you do crash diets, in the crash diets, you eat very less. In the liquid diet, you don't eat only, you go on liquid. Naturally, you will lose weight. On the weighing scale, people get happy. My number has reduced. But after some time, when they start getting hair fall and hair graying, they do not understand the relevance between that it has happened due to that only. This is actually happening because of a thing happening in the body called as proteolysis. That is breaking of the body's protein. The breaking of the body's protein, your muscles of the internal organs get lost. Again, I repeat, hair graying, skin wrinkles happen. A person starts to age. These diets are generally intermittent fasting, which is not approved. Someone had written here, I'm sure so many of you have read about what read about. You must have tried about intermittent fasting. Stop immediately. Intermittent fasting is not proven theory. It has been only a survey on a bunch of people and presented on the internet, nothing else. If you see the curriculum of dietetics, that is the degree of nutrition, and the degree MBBS doctors, none of their syllabuses have topics on intermittent fasting or even ketogenic diet, which is for fat loss, which is understood for fat loss, which is the bodybuilding diet. But the diets which are approved, they are called as low carb diet, good amount of protein. Someone had written cutting down the carbs. You were much closer to it. Cutting down the bad carbohydrates. Someone also had written no sugar. That is very true. Someone might argue then the body needs sugar, body functions on sugar. Definitely, yes. Whatever carbohydrates that we eat, they are eventually converted with the help of our hepatocytes, means liver cells. They are whatever carbohydrates, that means your chapati, that could be your rice, that could be your dal, your vegetables, fruits, legumes. They are converted in the single carbohydrate molecule only, that is called as glucose. So when any carbohydrate that you eat, the body can convert into glucose. Then why do you need glucose or sucrose, sugar from outside? You don't actually need. It is only for your tongue, taste buds. That's it. Nothing else. Some people can ask then what is jaggery? But you should see the molecular structure. The sugar has been derived from the sugar cane. The jaggery is also same. Though it is not that processed or refined in the factory, but still the molecule is same. That is sucrose. That is going to make you fat. Understood? So that's the reason you have to go for a balanced diet where there are moderate amount of carbohydrate, moderate to high amount of protein. That is our need, and very less amount of fats. Fats are not to be completely cut down from the diet, which are called as dietary fat. And previously, what I was talking about were body fats. They are also called as adipose tissues. You should remember this. Body fats are also called as adipose tissues. And the fats that we eat in the food, that can be ghee, that can be oil, that can be egg yolk, that can be cream. These fats, the fats in the pastries, the fats in the vada pav that you like, these fats are called as dietary fats. And most of these fats, which are saturated, which are fried items, they are bad for the health. Good fats are like fish oil, flax seeds. They are good for health. Omega 9, like which is found in the groundnut, olive oil, which is good for you. You should use this for cooking. So the diet which is balanced like this will definitely help you in losing weight, which won't lose your weight. Remember my sentence, if you lose your weight only with the diet, it is by wrong way. People who have got the results by only dieting and losing their weight, remember you have chosen a wrong path, and which is very likely to double up, increase two folds, three folds later on because you have lost your muscles. Once you gain your muscle mass and fat mass again, then you will end up gaining more weight if you have reduced your weight only with the diet. All right. So, as I told you, if your requirement is 1,500, and if you undereat and end up having only 1,200 kilocalories, then you will have a deficiency of 300 calories, that is weight loss, but muscle loss. But now, how we should do it? If this is not the way, then how we should do it? Anuja, next slide, please.
So is this one?
Yeah, thank you. So in this, you can see there is a simple but different math compared to the previous one. Can you guess what the content is written? I'm really happy to see the number of participants, 74. But we'll be more happy if you are responsive. Now, the different math says here that my requirement is 1,500 calories that you already knew. I'm giving you a hypothetical figure. It changes from person to person, but on an average for a male, it is 1,500. Say my caloric requirement on a daily basis is 1,500. But now what I'm doing, I'm eating 1,500 only, but now I am burning more. Now I am burning more. So my burning capacity has reached to 1,800 by exercising. My 1,500 calories, which I have exceeded by 300. So that 300, the deficiency, but which is a positive deficiency, it is a surplus. So that's going to be taken from fats. And this is how fat loss happens with the help of exercise and diet both. Next slide, please, Anuja. See what I've written. Combination of weight training plus diet leads to a quality fat loss. So the questions I have asked you and the answers given by you, the actual answer is this one. Combination of weight training and diet. Very simple. So till now, as I can see the slides, we discussed about what is becoming lean, difference between leanness and slimness and thin. Then we discussed on the fat loss. When we had a long discussion about social media and fat diets, how fat diets are wrong, how you can have the detrimental and hazardous results later on. Then we saw a case study of a Kerala team. Then we saw the calculations, which is called as positive caloric deficiency. Before moving to the last slide, which is very, very important, that is a combo of weight training and diet. So you should understand this is a very, very important topic. It is the use of everyone. For you, your parents, or later on students, your children, for everyone it is important. Nowadays, childhood obesity is also seen. So for them, this topic which I am going to discuss now on is very, very important. And once you understand the fundamentals and the basics, any social media information you see that could be right or wrong, you can draw a line and limit yourself that above that this information is wrong because you know the fundamentals now. Before going to that slide, any queries till now? To not to be shy, Kavan, you're writing something about the sweets. I'll just urge you to ask your query publicly, please, so that other can also understand. Kavan, are you there?
Yes, sir. For the sweet craving, we can go for fruits, right?
You're not. Can you be a little louder, please?
Yes, sir. Am I audible
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, perfectly fine. Tell me.
Sir, for sweet craving, we can go for fruits like apple and all. So we can cut down sugar and we can fulfill the sweet craving by fruits.
All right. Very, very good question by him. When we talk about sugar, it is a very detailed topic. When we talk about the sugar molecule, there are various types, various forms. Just someone has written, does sleep have a role? Yes, it does have. I'll discuss on that later. There are different types of sugars. Sugars such as glucose that we get from banana. So, Kavan, the answer to your question, all fruits are not same, and all fruits sugar is not same. Fruits like chiku, fruits like banana, they have high sugar levels called as glucose. But majority of other fruits like apple, pear, guava, papaya, oranges, kiwi, they are high in another form of sugar that is called as fructose. So for sugar cravings, he asked me that I can eat fruits. Definitely you can, but that too not at night because the sugar inside it, that is fructose, that can go in the fats and make you fat if you every day eat fruits, also which are fruits high in fructose. They will end up having you fatty. So better you have them in the before the afternoon, in the morning, if you have a good fruit plate with your breakfast, and that should solve the issue. Yes. Anyone else? The question was, does the sleep have a role in this? Yes, sleep has a role. The next slide, which I'm going to cover, your exercise. When you exert, the body goes for tremendous trauma. And in that trauma only, that process for recovery, body does fat loss. This is how your body functions. When you exercise, body goes in the trauma, micro wear and tear of the muscles. So for this to repair, body uses fats as a fuel. This entire process gets accelerated during your sleep time. So that's the reason 6 to 8 hours deep sleep is very, very important. If your sleep is not proper, then other conditions like hypertension, cholesterol, lack of concentration can also increase. So sleep is very important, playing a role in a weight management. Which is the best time to eat dry fruits? Good question. Dry fruits, that too, which are non-sugary, and except cashew and pistachio, you can have less sugary dry fruits like apricot, you can have almonds, you can have walnuts. On the two cases, one is with most of the teachers, when I gave seminar last time also in Lala Lajpat College, I got to know that teachers generally or anyone who is on the job generally tends to delay their lunch or meal times. So at such time, you should carry some small container of a dry fruits. So whenever you think that I'm not able to eat on time or I'm skipping my meal, it is not going to skip your meal because dry fruits can't replace your meal, but it is for SOS. When you think that you are not able to eat or you are unable to find food, at such time you can have handful of dry fruits and eat them. Also peanuts you can have, chana you can have, you can eat them. And if you any every day want to eat them, you can have after the breakfast and before the lunch. In between the time, there is a gap. So after breakfast and before lunch, you can have your dry fruits. Any more questions? All right.
Ankit,
So
I
we'll
think
make
we can take the questions towards the end because
yes,
there are
fine.
a few questions. Yeah.
All right. So last slide, which I'm going to discuss about, uh, Anuja has already put it. It's a combination of weight training and diet. So again, how to become lean, how to be in the best shape. Again, becoming lean, if you haven't understood the importance, your body works majorly on the muscles. I am able to move my arm because of the muscles of my arm and my shoulders. Imagine if I am putting a brick found in the construction. If I put a brisk, heavy brisk and tie on my wrist, and I'm asked to move my arm, I won't be freely able to move my arm properly because this is an added and useless weight on my wrist. So same thing happens with fat, guys, excessive fat. You today have to pinch yourself everywhere and know where you are fatty. You have to cut down your fat. It is making you sluggish. It is making you lethargic. It is making you slow. So just like a brick on my wrist will make me slow, if I have more and more fats on my thighs, on my arms, on my stomach, on my neck, it is going to make me slow and make me tired very early. Because how much efforts will my muscle take all the time? Right now, also, if I'm not doing anything but just sitting, still my muscles of the back are active and making me erect. If they stop working, I will collapse. So your muscles have to be all the time active, and it has a tremendous pressure and tremendous weight of this useless inactive fat. So that's the reason you need to cut it down with the help of weight training and diet. For those who did weight loss till now only with the diet, you must have tried, I'm very sure. For them, I'm alarming again because the diet which has done weight loss was very wrong. If you have only lost your weight only with the diet, that was wrong. It is likely to increase and bounce back again. How the things work, I tell you. When you do weight training, I'm not even talking cardio. When we do cardio or walking, someone told me how to lose weight. Someone had given the opinion by walking and by jogging or maybe running, cardio activity. What cardio activities are which increase your stamina? After these intense walking, intense running, intense swimming, skipping, jumping, spot jogging, treadmill running, you feel breathlessness. This is how, by breathlessness and continuous palpitation, you challenge your heart and respiratory system. So, this is how you increase your stamina. It has no relevance of weight loss. Weight training is the thing which loses your fats and not your muscles. So whenever you have done weight training with the dumbbells or that can be Surya Namaskar also. And for both women and men, it is advised weight training. For women, don't be scared. It is not going to make you masculine by lifting weights. Because of a hormone called as estrogen, women can never ever become masculine even after lifting heavy weights. I've seen many women which are actresses in the Bollywood, any other profession they are lifting heavy weights and they are maintaining their feminine body, their feminine physique. So it should be done by everyone. Whenever you have experienced, you have done weight training or doing push-ups or Surya Namaskar or even squats, you remember next day, very next day, you feel some soreness. Soreness is one of the best indicators of your fat being lost in the body. Whenever you have exercise going on, your body on a very micro level tears the muscle. It is scientifically called as micro trauma, and it is likely to happen. It is bound to happen. If I want to construct my body in a new way, I have to destruct the old way, my old muscles. So when I exercise, my muscles are broken down. When they are repaired in that repair process, it's a great consumer of fats which are stored in the body. And those fats are taken from all the places, from my chin, from my thighs, from my stomach, from my back, from everywhere. But that goes in the proportion. So the fat found on the stomach in men, that is first to come and last to go. It will go at last, but definitely go by doing weight training. Then what's the use of diet? As I told recently just now, diet is only a helping, aiding factor for weight loss, fat loss, not it is doing the fat loss entirely. How it helps? Quick last example, then I'm about to wind up. Example, say my weight is right now 100. Example, I want to get it down to 80. If from 100, after doing weight training, my weight drops down to 95, From 100, I started weight training, exercising, rigorous weight training, but systematic, good form and technique. And I lost till 95. Diet's work is to lock that 95 weight and make sure that I don't increase my weight again. Diet's work is this, which is a fat loss diet, a balanced diet. After that, from 95, again, I'll start doing mehnat of the weight training and I'll start again dropping weight. Say I have come to 90. Diet's work is again to lock it and make sure that it doesn't increase further again. So this is how this lock and key functions keep on going with the help of diet and weight training. Solely with the help of weight training, a person will gain weight if person does not follow diet. And solely if a person does diet, a person is very much likely to lose weight, but in the form of muscle loss, not fat loss. Remember, you need to lose your fats. If now you feel you are overweight on the weighing scale, stop seeing the weighing scale. Mirror is the best indicator. You start exercising, start having a good diet, and see the pinch calculation, pinch indicator. If you can pinch here up this much, this should reduce. Small amount of pinch has to be there because small amount of fat for survival, as I told you, 15% and 20% men and women respectively, has to be there. So small pinch is likely to be there, but it should keep on decreasing. Then you get to know that this is an indicator of fat loss. When you see in the mirror yourself, if you start seeing the definitions, if you start seeing the better shape of you on your shoulders, on your arms, thighs, your waistline, then you get to know that your fats are losing because fats are flabby. They're like jelly. They don't have shape, but muscles do have. So mirror is the best indicator. Don't see the weighing scale. When you start exercising and doing a good diet, when you see yourself in the mirror improving, then you get to know that fats are losing and muscles are gaining. This is how the fat loss is achieved with the help of weight training and diet. Thank you so much. I wind up all my topics here. I'll ask everyone if you have some queries. Accordingly, we'll continue the session.
Uh, Nikita?
Thank you so much, sir, for your exceptional session. Your insights into effective fat loss strategies and critical dangers posed by fat diets and misleading online trends has been truly transformative. Your
Thank
expertise has given a clear path forward to make informed decisions about our health and embrace sustainable habits that benefit our overall well being. On behalf of everyone present here today, I express our deepest gratitude for taking the time to share your wisdom and inspire us. After the resourceful session by Sanket Kulkarni sir, we will have an engaging Q&A session led by Ms. Ruchita Patte, Hospi HOD of Srijit. Over to you, Ruchita.
Thank you, Nikita.
Yeah, before you just end this, Rahul, I want to share a few words now. I hope I'm not disturbing Sanket now. Sanket,
Not at all, ma'am.
you have done an excellent job, Sanket,
Thank you.
and the way you have simplified things. And what is very important is everybody is loaded with so much of information which is coming on the social media. And sure, the youngsters also do have a lot of information which comes on the social media. They do know about so many types of diet. But one thing which you rightly said, that a nutritionist and a trainer knows the right literature, they knows the right research. And so coming from people who are expert is much more important than these social media which bring in these fad diets which are so temporary fixes, I can say. They're definitely temporary fixes and they don't have sustainability. On the contrary, they have so much of bad effect on these youngsters because they get carried away because they want to look into a specific way. They want to match some standards in the society, and that's the reason why they go to these fad diets. They get fall to the prey of these fad diets, and not just the youngsters, I think so even we at this age sometimes we kind of believe a certain thing. Oh, this may be right or this may be wrong. For example, intermittent diet is so much in we can say so much in vogue this time, that everybody is falling a prey to the intermittent diet. Whereas intermittent has its own science, I'm sure. It was basically been bought in for curing the cancer patients, basically.
True.
So how that
True.
intermittent from the cancer patients have come to weight loss section. So how it has become more important in the weight loss section. So giving a right literature to the student, I'm very glad that our Esel, Rahul, Maya, everybody thought of bringing this on the platform and bringing you here on Sanket. I think so we have done our jobs. So I'm very
Thank you
happy
so
for
much.
today. I was listening to each and everything what you shared, and it was very much valuable. And I'm sure each one of us here listening to you have been sorted to a very large extent about the importance of strength training or weight training, or how do we kind of put up a key and a lock, etc. I think so. I'm also one of your, maybe become your follower now. So thank you, Rahul, for doing
That's
this.
my pleasure.
That, and I'm very thankful to the whole team, the student team of Lala Lajpat Rai, the student team of Vivek College, the faculty of Vivek College, and I'm thankful for this collaboration. Thank you, Sanket, and thank you, Rahul.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. Before we proceed towards the Q&A, I would request Jyoti madam to kindly co-host Rujuta, because she is going to host the Q&A. And before Rujuta starts, I think Manisha madam had a question. Manisha madam, can we have your question today, please?
Thank you, Rahul sir. Thank you, Sanket sir, for such an elaborate way of explaining things to us. Sir, yeah, I had a question. We all are teachers, and we have to stand for a long time while our lecturing, and then we have to sit again for a long time for assessment. That gives us back pain. That gives us pains in the knees and all these things. So, what would be a good diet for us? And second thing is, since we have lectures in the morning, we are degree college teachers, most of us. We leave our houses early morning to reach a college place around quarter to 7 o'clock. And then we have a long teaching hours also, college hours. So we are here in the college till at times till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So we are not, with appropriate lunch also. So what should be our diet plan and what type of food we should be eating? That was my question.
Yeah, all right. So I could see there are two questions. First of all, this issue of standing continuously and sitting continuously, I have been getting from a lot of faculties, lecturers, and even corporates. So when you have to stand for hours or even sit for hours, there is tremendous pressure and tension on your spine as well as on your knee joints. So you should make sure that after every 1 2 hours, you should get up and take a walk for 5 minutes. This every person should do who has a job of sitting or even standing. Or person who is standing, also they should start to walk for 5 minutes and take 5 minutes rest by sitting. This is one thing. And for spine, I'll recommend all of you after your job finishes. So whether you are in college or whether you reach home, first thing you should do is just put a mat, lie down on the floor,
1 minute,
and
sir.
shall I continue?
Was there an interruption?
There
I
was, I
think
guess, Rahul. It's gone. I'll
no,
just
no,
continue with
Sanket,
the,
you can proceed. You can please
yeah,
proceed
yeah.
with the question. Yeah.
So you should just put a mat, lie down for 5 minutes on your back in a very good asana, which is not very difficult, called as Shavasana. Shavasana is not only for
Uh,
relaxing your nervous system, but it is for relaxing your back. After your back is completely, your spine is completely relaxed, then you should do a stretch or even a asana called in yoga that is called as Marjarasana. That is cat and camel stretch. Do it for 2 to 5 minutes. Then naturally after few months you should not have any back issues. So this is how you can do. If you have complete continuously job of sitting and standing for long duration, you should do these exercises. And for people who are not able to make their meals on the time, I'll just, for information, I'll tell you, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's the reason it is called as breaking the fast, breakfast. So we, with that particular meal, that is meal number one, that we usually call as breakfast. So breakfast, break the fast of 8 hours generally, 6 to 8 hours. But you just imagine if you skip that meal also, then you are actually fasting for 12 to 15 hours, which is definitely very unlikely state of your body. Because whenever you starve, have you ever thought or imagined where will your body get energy from to function? So naturally, again, just now there was a diet, fat diet, crash diet. You are unintentionally doing that diet. You are eating very less, you are intermittently fasting, and your body will start to use up your muscle, your hair, your skin for deriving the energy that it needs to perform the actions. And this is how your body will again go on becoming weaker. Make sure that you do your breakfast. If you are in hurry, if you don't have time to cook, then at such time you should always make certain things which are very easy to eat. For our Indians, it is a very common thing called as sattu. Has everyone heard about it? Our nani or dadi used to give us. But sattu should have a taste. Better if you don't add any sweet taste. But if you want to add sweet taste, add jaggery. This sattu, with the help of uh, sattu and some amount of cow milk and little quantity of jaggery, should do your daily breakfast. This can be your breakfast. About your lunch, you have to be very specific that there better you instead of rice or chapati include bhakri. Bhakri made up of primarily nachni, or you can use bajra or jawar, not bhakri of rice. So these three types of bhakri with any kind of less fatty, less oily sabzi should do your good meal number two, that is your lunch. And make sure that you eat on time so you feel energetic throughout the day. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Most
And
welcome.
you spoke about some dry fruits you spoke about, and then you made a mention of non-sugary and sugary. So can you please repeat that? Especially for see, for me now, I will be retiring next in June. I'm almost touching 60. So those who are little elderly aged teachers or having diabetes, having some issues like blood pressure and all for them, what kind of dry fruits would you suggest?
Yeah, first of all, we should understand why they are required. As I just now said, the qualities of the dry fruits and the dry fruits which is used as an alternative to the food. So when we know the qualities, generally almonds and peanuts and walnuts, they are high in good fatty acids. In short, good fats. That is omega 9 and omega 3. So omega 3 generally we are not consuming at all, which is a very, very good medicine for our joints. Teachers, very important topic. For your joints, if you have heard about meniscus cartilage, which is found in the knee, which is called as cushioning in the knee joint, behind the kneecap. So some people, after so much standing during their career, they have to end up having their knee surgeries because of knee pains. But if you do these stretches and the tricks I told you, have to sit for 5 minutes after every 1 2 hours, keep walking for 5 minutes after every 1 to 2 hours. And nutritionally, if you eat calcium and in dry fruits, if you eat walnut, that is rich in omega 3. Also in dry fruits, it is not falling actually, but I'll add ulsi, which is flaxseed. वो खाना है कच्चा without roasting because after roasting their qualities deteriorate. So if you eat them, it has good fats which are also found in fish oil. But some vegetarians or even non-vegetarians cannot have fish oil every day. So you must include walnuts, you must include almonds, you can include peanuts, chana. Why I focused on non-sugary? Because when it comes as a even natural sugar, it can increase your fats somewhere. If a person is diabetes mellitus, then a person is another again not okay with those sugary dry fruits like dates. Apricots are fine. This is one use of the dry fruits, and the another use is SOS, that is an alternative to your meal. This simply again I am telling you cannot replace your meal, but it is SOS. That is save our souls. Whenever Rahul Shetty thinks that my meal time it is 2 o'clock, but he keeps complaining me, Sanket, what do I do? What do I do? I don't get time to eat. I'm so much stressed in the work. But brother, health is wealth. You have to focus. So I keep suggesting him you should carry dry fruits so that suppose when you feel that I'm not able to eat on time or even at in the evening, you have done your lunch and there is a lot of time for your dinner. So in the evening you can have dry fruits. These dry fruits, handful dry fruits. So they will be nutritious and being good fatty acids, they have more calories also. They are calorie bombs also. And simultaneously they will satisfy your hunger, that is appetite. All right. So this is how you can manage with the dry fruits. One more thing. I
Thank you
said
so much,
except
sir. Yeah.
one more
Yeah.
thing. I said except cashew and pistachio because they can increase the cholesterol. So
Okay.
better you avoid cashews and pistachios. Other every dry fruits which are not very sweet, you can include all of them. Yes.
Are figs okay? Figs,
Yes, they are also fine.
anjeer?
They are also fine. But better you eat them
Yeah. Okay.
fresh figs. Dried also
Okay,
fine.
sir. Okay.
Fresh figs have very good
Okay, sir.
qualities. Someone asked me, Darshan,
Okay, sir.
5 seeds are good. What are five? You mean flax seeds? Please retype or just elaborate. Anyone else? If there must be many girls also, and nowadays, unfortunately, out of 6 to 7 girls, 2 girls are having PCOS. That is pre-cystic ovarian syndrome. Pumpkin seeds and watermelon seeds. Yes, the darshan they can be eaten. Very good. As a dry fruit, they can be eaten. Very nice. So let me just talk about PCOD, or also it is called as PCOS. Nowadays, it is very common. In this, what happens scientifically, you need to understand so that you don't become a victim of it. In PCOS, women or girls, which they generally have, that hormone is called as estrogen, and men have testosterone. In PCOS, the balance slightly interrupts. Testosterone levels go high. That's the reason there are chances that a girl or a woman can have little facial hair, hair on the chest, deepening of the voice, because these all are male characteristics, remember. So because of it, there can be some hindrance for weight loss because metabolism, or also we call as basal metabolic rate, BMR, that affects, that slows down. And because of it, there is a difficulty in losing weight. For such girls, I'll strongly recommend to start doing weight training in the gym and also include soya products because soya has naturally present hormone called as phytoestrogen. Estrogen, I just now said female hormone, and phyto means related to plant. So it is a phyto plant estrogen. So when they have deficiency of estrogen, so they should eat estrogen and increase it. So soya in the diet twice a week has to be eaten and it should help you in PCOS.
Sanket, before we proceed, we have a few questions which were posed by our participants well in
Hmm.
advance. So I request Rujuta to kindly take over. Rujuta, can you hear us? Hello. Rujuta, are you there? Nikita, kindly proceed with the questions.
Yes, sir. First question is it possible to lose weight having PCOS?
Yeah, I think I just now given an answer about it.
Yes. This was answered right now. Yeah.
How we can calculate calories from the food we intake?
Calorie calculation, it is being asked by Rujuta, right? Nikita?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
It is being asked by Nikita or Rujuta?
Nikita.
Nikita, good question. Calorie calculation is very important, but when it comes, the fundamental we should understand in the science, a calorie is not always equal to a calorie. It could be confusing, it could be a very confusing statement, but it is truth. Why I said just now, a calorie is not always equal to a calorie. I've seen so many people who have a habit of reading the nutritional value of food products. Whenever, if they are having Red Bull, if they are having Diet Coke, or if they are eating some kind of biscuits or chocolates, they tend to eat, or I think they try to be over smart when they want to read some nutritional content. Because, first of all, we should understand how much calories are more for us and how much calories are not. When we say, even if a bar of chocolate is including 300 calories, then do we actually know that 300 is big or 300 is less? We should first know it. One more thing, a calorie eaten from a green vegetable salad cannot ever be mashed up with a calorie of a sweet ice cream. Are you getting the difference between healthy calorie and unhealthy calorie? So this is how you shouldn't always be running behind a calorie calculation. It is one of the processes of diet planning, I understand. But first, you should start to know what is healthy and what is unhealthy. Once you know what is healthy, then you should start doing the calorie calculation. The calorie calculation is a little vast topic. I don't think I will be able to cover up. That takes I take lecture for the sports nutrition, so I will simply tell you an example. If 1 gram of carbohydrate you take, there are 4 kilocalories. Protein 4 kilocalories, but fat 1 gram is 9 kilocalories. So this means you need to eat very less fats. Otherwise, in the very small quantity also, you are getting calorie bombs that will make you fat. So if you are eating a chapati, out of it, which is suppose a 30-gram chapati, out of which you are getting 20 grams of carbohydrates, say an example. Everyone chapati is not same. So from chapati, if you are getting 20 grams of carbohydrates, Nikita, can you just tell me how much you will multiply by? Rahul is smiling. I'm not taking your lecture. I'm just making it more curious. Just how I said, because 1 gram of carbohydrate is 4 kilocalories. That means 4 calories in a short form. Kilocalorie is a calorie only. So if I eat chapati and giving me 20 grams of carbohydrates to be multiplied by 4.
Four.
So that is how much?
80.
80. Kavan typed 80. Thank you, Kavan. 80 grams, 80 kilocalories you are eating. So just like that, from every food, how much gram of carbohydrate you are getting? So if I am having, say, a cheeseburger, which I am not supposed to, सबके मुंह में पानी आ गया, lunch time भी हुआ है. So if I am eating a cheeseburger, which ingredients it has? It has fats because of cheese, because of oil. It has protein, some small quantity of protein, which is very negligible because of dal, bread, and it has carbohydrates also. So all the ingredients are derived, all the ingredients are multiplied by respective kilocalories, and this is how your daily calorie intake is calculated. You got an idea, Nikita? Rough idea about?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
I think there is one question. I think Sanket, I've posted to you on your personal chat as well. It is a
Yeah,
question
what
in
was that? I didn't
Marathi.
get it. Sorry.
1 second.
Mhm.
Ruju, I think Rujuta is not able to unmute herself because of some technical glitch from her side. The question
Mhm.
says there's तुमच्या मते खालीलपैकी कोणता पर्याय योग्य आहे? बहुतेक तो खाण्यासाठीच असावा. नियमित बिस्किटे खाणे, ज्यामध्ये पाम तेल असते. एखाद्या फेरीवाल्याकडून मेदूवडा घेणे, ज्यामध्ये सुद्धा पाम तेल असते. आणि जर आम्ही तेच हॉटेलमध्ये खायला गेलो, तर तेच पाम तेल वापरले जाते का? याची शाश्वती.
Very good question. Very nice. So, I would like to be slightly jumping out of the question because all three the options cannot be opted for. So, why are you specifically talking about the oil? Try to eat non-oily food wherever it is available. Example, when you are talking about a street hawker, feriwala, or any shop you find, instead of palm oil processed food, go for fruits, buy fruits and eat. Number two, if you go to hotel, try having the food which is with very, very less fat or oil. That can be, but which is not very advisable. That is idli. But idli is also rice. But idli is okay whenever there is a compromised situation. कुछ नहीं है तो खाओ idli. Beyond that also, I'll ask you to eat salad, cut pieces of the salad, but that will be too boring and everyone will exit the chat. So you can have sandwich if possible with without butter, with very less fat. You can manage the things wherever possible, right?
So you mean to say instead of biscuits, you can go in for fruits. But do you still feel that biscuits have this content of palm oil, which is really
Definitely good subject. When we talk about biscuits, and when we talk about in my other another seminar recently, I had given to one another college. So what happens generally in the biscuits? Right now, we are being deceived with the labels that biscuits and the nutritious biscuits, whole wheat biscuits. There is nothing like diet. What do we snacks? There is nothing like diet snacks. So even if you see biscuits, or even if you see diet chuda with very less oil, or even biscuits without oil, the ingredients they have, that is refined wheat flour, that is called as maida, which is not good for health. And there are so many companies which are labeling the things in a different way, but which are including the things in a different way. So we'll always prefer that you go for the natural sources. And biscuits, when you should eat, when you have nothing to eat, then you can eat. So it is always said in the nutritional science, it is better to eat anything than starving.
okay. Okay. So no biscuits is the only option.
Sorry,
No biscuits would be a better option and go in for fruits.
it will be a better option, but if nothing is available, then you can go for it.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Yes. Nikita, any other questions?
No, sir.
So I think participants, once again, if there are any questions that you need to put up, you all can put it up.
Hello, sir.
Kavan as arts, is brown bread healthy? Brown bread Kavan, it as again it's a hype. When you say brown bread, you are just talking about the color, not the ingredient. Be aware. Be aware. You are educated, but you should not be fooled by these companies. You ask for the white bread, you will get white bread. You ask for brown bread, you will get brown. You ask for colorful, वो बच्चों को देते हैं ना टूटी फ्रूटी वो bread मिलेगा. Be wise what you are asking for. You ask for whole wheat bread मिल सकता है नहीं भी मिल सकता है because making whole wheat bread is very much impossible. So actually speaking, just now what I said, diet snacks don't exist. It is just a hype. And even companies who are selling diet chuda, where these diet chuda are manufactured on a small scale businesses, you are aware. So उस पे स्टिकर लगा के दिया डाइट स्नैक्स करके हो गया, ऐसा डाइट नहीं होता है. For make it diet past, there has to be a cell of nutritionists and dietitians, and which is to be approved by Food and Drugs Administration of India, FDA. But these diet chuda, small companies, brown breads, they actually deceive us with the labels. So we should be wisely checking it.
Yes, Rujuta, you were talking something. Are you able to unmute
Yes, sir.
yourself? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, because the technical issue I can't able to unmute. So the question from my side is what are the ways for the vegetarians to prevent or manage vitamin B12 deficiency?
B12.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good question. Generally, vegetarians have B12 deficiency in India because we are more majorly vegetarians, and B12 is fortunately or unfortunately found in only non-veg foods. So two things, B12 is also found in fruits and vegetables, mainly colorful vegetables. So you should focus on it, but still there is no guarantee that B12 sufficiency will be there in the body. If post 30 or post 40, if you start a small multivitamin, which is very much advisable because of your daily stress, this should make you sufficient in the B12 as well as vitamin D3 levels. Because nowadays we don't go in the sunlight as well. So there is vitamin D3, and because of that, joint pain issues as well.
I think, Rujuta, that suffices your answer.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
As we come to the close of day 2 of Ennovent 25, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the speakers and the participants for making the event memorable and impactful. The shared knowledge and enthusiasm have been truly inspiring, and we will look forward to seeing how this insight shape your journey ahead. Before we sign off, I invite Dr. Rahul Shetty, convener of Srijan, to deliver the vote of thanks and formally conclude today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nikita. It has been a big day, not a big day, but 2 days have been really hectic because we were once again going from offline to online, and having eminent speakers on board was a big delight for all healthy aspirants who have gathered here today on the online platform. So, once again, a very good afternoon to all the esteemed dignitaries on this virtual dais. It was truly an honor and privilege, and really an honor, I would say, because we had real eminent speakers who spoke so much about healthy plans and healthy diets. And to conclude this 2 day entrepreneurial workshop, Innovent 24-25, on behalf of Lala Lajpat Rai College of Commerce and Economics Autonomous and Department of Commerce, Vivek College of Commerce Autonomous, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this event a grand success. We had an encouraging participation from students, teachers, and non teaching staff, which was a confluence of all the three areas. First and foremost, I would express my deepest appreciations to our esteemed resource persons, Mr. Ajit Palande, sir, founder of Mission Fitness, for his insightful session on unlocking your potential, harnessing the power of sports, fitness, and nutrition. It truly embodied diverse nuances of sport, fitness, and nutrition, along with having incubated a startup ecosystem for startups under sport, fitness, and nutrition. Mr. Sanket Kulkarni, sir, definitely he's a sir today. We are friends off board. So, CEO of Cuts and Curves Healthcare, for shedding light on the secret to a lean physique, effective fat loss, and the dangers of fat and online diets. to come up to this topic was a big brainstorming that we had, and ultimately we could knock it out. And definitely the results are in front of you. Your expertise and valuable insights have not only enlightened us, but also empowered us to prioritize health and well-being in our entrepreneurial journeys, with examples supporting divergent capacities in the domain of fitness industry. So thank you so much, Sanket. A special thanks to MU Ideas Foundation Incubation Center and the institution's Innovation Council for their collaboration as being a member of IIC and a nominated startup clinic under university's 47 startup clinics. We are obliged with your positive support towards our initiative. Your dedication to fostering entrepreneurship and innovation is truly commendable. I would also like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to principals of both the institutes, Dr. Vijeta Shetty Madam and Professor Dr. Harmeet Kaur Basin Madam, for their leadership and consenting to the ideation of this workshop. Our internal quality assurance cells, which are led by Professor Dr. Munmi Chaitri Barua Madam from Lala Lajpat Rai College and Dr. Chanushri Chaudhary Madam from Vivek College, and the respective teams for their guidance and unwavering support in organizing this event. A huge thank to our respected faculty members, organizing committee, and the technical support team that was led by Ms. Jyoti Singh Madam, Dr. Mahadik, and Vishaka Madam, and but obvious our Sunil, our lab assistant, who has worked tirelessly behind the scene to ensure a seamless and enriching experience for all of us. Your commitment and hard work are truly appreciated. Nonetheless, our enthusiastic participants, thank you for your active engagement, thoughtful questions, and keen interest. Your participation has made this workshop lively and meaningful. We hope the knowledge and insights gained here will help you in both your professional and personal endeavors. I extend my gratitude to the management of both the institutions, Dr. Ladda, Director Innovation, Incubation and Linkages, University of Mumbai, for his constant and continuous engagement and support in promoting initiatives that bridge the gap between entrepreneurship